Question of the day: who regulates life insurance and fixed annuities? Great question. Hey there, my name is Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, the pioneer of contractual guarantees only, which is what we do. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. I have to explain the t-shirt every time I walk out. You know, we got this palatial studio, parts unknown, fly. It's like a mountain. It's like inside of a mountain. I come out with these t-shirts and the people behind the camera are like, what is that? The Annuity Man Steakhouse. So we're going to say, what does that mean, Stan? Here's what it means. Own the steak, not the sizzle. Don't fall for the sales pitch. But we're going to talk about who regulates all this stuff, life insurance, fixed annuities, etc., after this. So here we go. 4 letters: N-A-I-C, N-A-I-C, N-A-I-C. National Association of Insurance Commissioners. That's who regulates life insurance and fixed annuities. So you can go to NAIC.com. Great group of guys and gals. Not sure I haven't gotten Christmas cards from them recently because I'm a little cantankerous, as they say. But they know I'm helping the industry. I've heard through the grapevine that they do like what I'm doing out here, and I like what they're doing, which is making sure that the consumers are safe. So the NAIC does that. Life insurance companies issue fixed annuities. They issue all annuities, including variables, but they issue fixed annuities. And the National Association of Insurance Commissioners is a representation of all 50 states. So each state has an insurance commissioner. So if you're in the state of North Carolina, there's the North Carolina Insurance Commissioner, okay? And they oversee everything. Now, the good news is that the NAIC oversees the state, and then the state oversees the state guarantee fund, which backs up all life insurance and annuities, fixed annuities to a certain level. But it's not FDIC. Please do not say, well, this guy told me state guarantee funds just like FDIC. No, it's not. F stands for federal. S stands for we're going to freaking tax you to get your money. That's what F stands for, okay? State guarantee fund is a warm, fuzzy blanket. It's like your Uncle Ernie coming to the family reunion wearing belt and suspenders, just in case. But when you're buying A+ or better carriers for, say, lifetime income, state guarantee fund schmund, who cares? People say, well, son, if those A++ companies go out of business. Yeah, if they go out of business, we're screwed, Ernie, okay? Grab your loved ones, hug them, love the one you're with. Crosby, Stills, Young, and Nash, I think. I think Young was with them at that point in time before he went crazy. Long story, but great sideburns. Like if I could do those mutton chop sideburns, big C behind the camera, I would do that. But the state guarantee fund, that's for those companies like Sinking Sands of Texas. That's not a company, I'm making that up. But the point is, if you're buying crap companies, then I guess, it works. We had a guy call the other day. We said, he's mentioned a company that, there's some companies in the MYGA space, the multi-year guarantee annuity space, which is the annuity industry version of a CD, and they might be offering these high rates. And I had a guy call the other day, why aren't you selling XYZ company? They're offering this high rate. I said, because I could buy them, okay? We're not going to recommend any company that I can buy. I mean, they have to be solid. So, he goes, I'm going to buy it anyway because of the state guarantee fund. I'm like, go for it, Ernie, okay? The last company that was like B+ rated that got absorbed by the state guarantee fund because they had a sociopath person leading the company. I'm trying to be nice. It took them 5 years to get the money back. Hello, okay? That's not fun. Why not just buy quality, okay? So the state guarantee fund is there, but the A+ companies are the ones putting the money in. So let's just buy A+ or better. You don't need a sweater. For MYGAs, we might buy a little bit less of a rating, but I'm looking, Stan, I'm looking underneath their financial hood, and I'm signing off on it. So remember, for lifetime income, we're going to marry the carrier for life. For MYGAs, we're going to date the carrier for that specific time period. So I'm looking at that specific time period. But the regulation over the annuity companies is fantastic. There's two forms of regulation, in my opinion. One It's not made up, but I just know it exists. But the first one is the state the National Association of Insurance Commissioners and the state insurance commissioner working together in conjunction to make sure that the consumers are protected. But the one that I truly believe in is the annuity mafia. And the annuity mafia are the big companies that's not going to let some idiot at Sinking Sands of Texas, which isn't a company, but it should be. No, not really. They're not going to let that person ruin it. Annuities, many different types, are confidence products. If the public lost confidence in the fact of the claims paying ability by the carrier, it's a wrap. It's over. I got to sell all these t-shirts with all the logos on them. But that's not going to happen because of how they are regulated and overseen. Life insurance companies that issue annuities, they can't do stupid things with your money. They can't. They can't legally do that. And one of the people that did that recently with a B-rated company, they went to prison. They found out that he was doing something nefarious with the money. He went to prison. He's in prison for a long time. And the biggest, baddest, meanest, most powerful lobby on the Hill in D.C. is the insurance lobby. Okay, I know you're saying, no, it's not. It's Israel and it's NRA. No, it's not. It's the insurance lobby. They have the most money. They don't need guns, okay? It's not going anywhere. In fact, it's going to grow. And if the annuity industry and the life insurance industry and the NAIC and the state insurance commissioners would just get behind the Pied Piper of annuity truth here, this industry would triple. If we would just look at contractual guarantees only, if it would just turn into CGO, contractual guarantees only, and all these whipsy-doodle sales pitches of hopes and dreams and unicorns chasing the butterflies, if those were outlawed, people would buy contractual guarantees and they would be happy with it, and they would be healthy with it. I read a story the other day, Big C behind the camera, that people with lifetime income in place live longer. Why, you say? Because you're not thinking about anything. You're not worrying about anything. We've all been there scrimping and saving early in our lives where, man, you know, when the first came, you had to make the bills. It was tough. Or if we had daughters like I did that went to private schools like NYU, and that bill came up, you're like, holy crap. But when you have lifetime income in place, you have less stress. If you have less stress, you're going to sleep better. If you sleep better, you're going to feel better. If you feel better, you're going to live longer. And yes, I think I was pre-med for like a semester in college. And then I looked at like the curriculum and I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be the annuity man, right? So, bottom line is the industry, the life insurance industry, the fixed annuity industry, which are one and the same, good hands. NAIC.com, go to it. It's fantastic. They do a great job. Not sure why I'm not the keynote speaker at their annual event, but that's a whole nother story. I think, Big C behind the camera, that they don't have my address for the Christmas cards. I really believe that they really want to write that Christmas card, but they just haven't gotten around to it. So right now you can do that, or you can email me, stan@theannuityman.com. Do me a favor. Up above me, spinning clock, you're saying, Stan, how'd you do that? How did you do that? Tech guru, baby. I'm a tech guru, or at least have them surrounding me and walking beside me. But above me, lifetime income. We talk about lifetime income, how it's priced. It ain't the Fed, okay? It ain't the Fed. Don't time the Fed. Okay, I can talk like that. I'm from Stanley, North Carolina. No, they did not name the town after me, but they should have. But watch that video because it talks about lifetime income. And right now, lifetime income is a bargain because eventually artificial intelligence is going to reprice the whole thing against you. So it might be time to lock in. All right? Annuity Man Steakhouse. Buy the steak, not the sizzle.